Let's talk about networking. And specifically, let's talk about networking if you're an aspiring career changer or you're a new entrepreneur. Now, if there's one word that makes you uncomfortable, it is probably networking, right? For most people, it's like, oh God, I'd rather do anything else but network. But here's the deal. Done right, networking is one of the things that can fast track your transition into a new career or into your own business faster than almost anything else. However, only when done correctly. And this is especially important when you're in transition. So what I'll share with you in this video is my unique take on networking that I've developed specifically for career changers, specifically for new entrepreneurs. And the good news is it works whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, because what you probably noticed is the kind of networking you might have been doing up until now is not working for you. You don't feel comfortable doing it. And here, I totally get that. When I first started my career transition consultancy, so I am a professional career transition advisor. And back in 2005, when I started my own company, I used to do the old school networking too. And I very quickly realized I did not enjoy it. It was not my cup of tea. And I'm an extreme extrovert. I love meeting people, but most of that old school networking just didn't really appeal to me. And I always feel very protective of my clients. I could see that classic networking, that did not make them happy. So what I designed and developed over the years is a totally alternative approach that's going to work for you. So listen in. The most important thing to think about is you should only be connecting and networking with people you actually want to connect with in the first place. Whew, doesn't that just make you relax already? Now, here's what I want you to think about. What I want you to do is, number one, replace the word networking with building a new group of friends. Because what does a network really consist of? It consists of people. But the most important thing, the way I teach networking, is you should really only want to connect with people you truly want to connect with and who could double as friends. So really forget about networking. What you need to do as a career changer, as an entrepreneur, is to build a new group of friends who can help you with your transition, with your new business, because they're plugged in to that arena you want to get into. So what we're going to be doing now, you're just going to go out there and you're going to make friends. Now, here's the important thing. Number two, remember, you want to network like a career changer and like an entrepreneur. You do not want to network like somebody who hates their job and who's embarrassed and don't want to be there. So here's what I mean by that. You know, if you're in a job right now that you don't enjoy, or you're in a profession that you really do not care about, then probably the kind of networking you traditionally done has been really embarrassing, really sleazy, and you do not want to be there. But remember, if you are wanting to change careers and starting your own business, I assume, at least that's the case for my clients, it's because you want to move into a subject or line of work or profession or an industry where you truly have an interest in the subject. You're passionate about it. You want to talk about it. You want to know everything you can about it. And you want to connect with other people in that world. And those are the only people you should want to connect with and make friends with. So remember, you're not going to ask someone to give you a job you hate. You're not going to ask about a subject you don't, talk about a subject or a profession you don't care about. You are going in to make friends in the industry you want to move into, in the industry you want to build a business in, and people you want to connect with, people you truly want to make friends with. That is the difference. Remember, you are just going to look for people who have that non-sleazy, true passionate interest in common with you. That is what you connect around, nothing to be embarrassed about, right? Also, number three, it has never been easier for you to identify, connect with, and collaborate with those friends that are out there just waiting for you to reach out to them and connect and collaborate. And here's what I mean by that. So when you and I grew up, I don't know about you, most of my clients are in their 30s and 40s. I'm 44. And when I grew up, we always heard this thing about 6 degrees of separation between you and the person you want to get in touch with. Now, what's really interesting is since the introduction of the internet, that's gone down to 4 degrees of separation. But where it gets really interesting and new, there's some Twitter studies that showed this a number of years ago, that if you use social media for connecting with people, let's say Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and you do it on a community level, i.e., let's say you want to transition into working with healthy food, or you want to transition to working with wine, that's a community level. On a community level, that degree of separation goes down to just 3 degrees of separation. But even more interestingly, when you look at a niche level, let's say rather than healthy eating, you're niching in on gluten-free, or rather than just all wine, you're niching in on Pinot Noir from New Zealand, let's say like that. As in a niche level, that degree of separation goes down to 2 degrees. Just think about that for a moment. Once you get clear about what you want to do and you really niche it down, you are able to connect with and identify the most amazing network, the most amazing friends out there in a similar industry, in a similar business, in a similar career, and reach out and connect and collaborate. The more specific, and I'm big on this with my clients when I work with them, the more specific you can be on what you want to, be on what you want to do, the easier it's going to be using the right tools to identify and connect your best friends who's going to double as a network to really make your career change happen. So think about this. Let's say right now you are a lawyer and you really want to transition into advising on healthy eating, to use that example. The sooner you can niche down to what kind of healthy eating it is, let's say gluten-free, paleo, this and that, and you start connecting with the right kind of people, be around them, make friends with them, the sooner your career change is going to take off, the sooner your business is going to take off. So here's the deal. Be yourself. Get out there and connect with people you truly want to connect with, because you have a non-sleazy, non-embarrassing passion, interest, and subject in common that you can connect around. And remember, it's never been easier. It's no longer 6 degrees of separation. We're down to 4 and even 3 and 2, depending on how niched you get. Why would you not want to access that kind of amazing tool? So get out there. Doesn't that just sound so much more doable, realistic, and exciting? We're wired to connect. Make it work for you. Now, here's the deal. For a lot of people, this is, the fear of reaching out, of networking, making friends is tied to confidence. So if you want my best videos on confidence and imposter syndrome and how to, make your career change, your first business happen, then come on to rikke.me/confidence and you'll get my best videos on it over there. Thank you.